What is up, my crazy Verticonians? My name's Vertico, you can call me V, and welcome to a brand new series on a brand new game. That's Digimon Links. That is right, Digimon. My childhood just hit me in the head, made me feel good, and then slapped me back to my childhood before reeling me back into the real life that is adulthood. Oh, it's kind of depressing. Anyway, guys, if you're really excited for the series, please smash a like. I would appreciate that. You guys might be wondering, why is it a new series, but it's starting off not at the beginning? Because I was going to start off at the beginning, then I started playing the game, got hooked to the game, and playing it for like 17 days straight, never got a chance to record it, so I want to jump in now. The other reason being, you can get so much done whether you're a new person or you've been playing for 17 days straight. You might go, ooh, but you've only got 21 stamina. That's right. But this game has the best feature I've ever seen in a stamina-based mobile game, and that's something called co-op, or as I like to call it, piggybacking onto a free ride. Probably the best way to put it. So, we're going to go ahead and grab some of this food. So food's quite good. There's a campaign currently going on, which is really cool as well. Increasing your luck increase, which you might be thinking what the hell that is, and increasing your food to XP ratio, which you also might be thinking what the hell that is. Whilst doing this series, I'm going to try and drop as many tips and hints and tricks as possible. First and foremost, guys, I've already mentioned it, but co-op. Co-op is a lifesaver. Did not know it existed. I used all my stamina up in a day, and I'm like, oh my god, how am I supposed to do this? There's no multiplayer. How am I going to continue playing this? Because I completed all of the missions. So normal missions. So you've got like a monthly advent mission allowing you to unlock a set mega. There'll be every couple of weeks there'll be a refresh for 1 to 2 weeks for new campaigns, so like increased rates, or a new Tower of Devolution, Digivolution, not devolution. Devolution of power is something in politics, not Digimon! Anyway, I was a bit loud there, I'm sorry. Anyhow, Tower of Digivolution, ticket quests are random. As soon as you get a ticket quest, they're really good because you can actually do them up to a set amount of dates. So you can see here, this is actually active for 20th February. I've only got one left. The reason being is I was saving it to keep joining one, so it was an easy sort of win, easy good stuff basically. But I didn't realise you couldn't win data fragments. Anyhow, point being, co-op, you can find the event you want to go to. So currently I am absolutely grinding. The reason I'm grinding at the moment, yeah, it sounds bad, but the reason I'm grinding stuff at the moment is because in the next couple of days we have got the Power of Destruction Heart of Justice. Pretty cool. It allows you to unlock an Imperial Draymon DM data fragment. As soon as you see this, guys, you know the date. So there's also a campaign going on where all daily missions, which are like Digivolution fuel, so you've got 7 different classes, and every day is different fuel that you can unlock. And I've been grinding on that. But anyway, so you see there, Imperial DM data fragment. The first thing I did, so if you get an event like this and you want to know what it is, you go to your, I think it's your house. You go to list. No, you go to chart. There we go. And on the chart, you find that mega. So you go to mega. I didn't know which one it was, and I had to click on a few of these Imperial Draymons to understand which one it is. So it's Imperial Draymon DM, so it's a blazing. Okay. So you've got the blazing information, so straight off the bat you know you're going to need, let's have a look. I can find out, which is the great thing. So you're going to need 20 level 3s, which I've got more than enough for, and 17 level 4 Digivolution fuel, which you can unlock, as I said before, in the quests. Guys, if you want like a playthrough which goes from 1 to so on and so forth, it's probably best, without sounding too rude, to go elsewhere. If you just want to watch this game and see how fun it is, then take it on yourself. Honestly, this game is so complex, but as soon as you played it for a couple of hours, you know all the ins and outs. It took me a while, but it's so much worth it, and it's a game you can literally play non-stop. It's probably the best mobile game I've ever played, hands down. I'm sorry, Jurassic World, but you've got your limits to being able to play so much in one day. This, you do not have a limit. I've had it for, let me have a look. I could also find out how long I've been playing it for. Wrong one, missions. Cumulative missions, these are missions that have gone over time. I've actually completed all the normal missions, so please guys, whoever creates this game, unleash more missions, I really need it. Anyway, if you go down, oh fuck, only small issue is it's very sensitive to clicking on things, and I don't like that. Where are we? Logging for total 20 days, I've logged in for 17 days, so on 17 days already, and I've just enjoyed every single step of it. Honestly, I've sunk about 4 to 6 hours a day, some days, other days not so much, but easily above 60 hours now on this game. It is so fun. Anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce you to Saber Leomon, a Vicomon, because it's a Viking, kind of, and Gaomon? I can't remember. Gaomon, that's it. Which is kind of like a samurai thingy, samurai dragon thingy. Anyhow, I can't. Honestly, guys, I just fanboy so much over this Digimon. I remember playing Digimon on PlayStation 1. I can't remember what the game was. I think it was Digimon World or something like that. And I'd always evolve and always get Sukamon or something like that. And it was just basically a poo Pokemon constantly. And it was just like, I don't want this. Anyhow, now that I've gone for that, we've gone through the Imperial Draymon. So you straight off the bat, you know you're going to need at least that. You need that much fire, but you also need to take into account what it evolves from. So if you go back to the Mega, you go to the Imperial Draymon. I've worked out that all of them. So the Pale Draymon, which I've got, is a Mirage, that's type Null, which is Mondays. X-Vmon, Mirage, and if you get Vmon, Falcomon, or Patamon, they will all need to evolve into a Mirage-based stuff, so you all need type Null. So what I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of, with my own energy, I've been just sinking either into the Tower of Evolution stuff, which I'm going to start doing on co-op now, because it is a bit difficult to do on your own, and you haven't got the stuff that can combat it. As I said before, there are 7 different types of 7 different days. This is just sort of the easiest way of looking at it. 7 different types of 7 different days. Easy, you go to solo, and I can just go to battle. And watch this, guys. This is the best thing about this game. When you're doing single player, if it's a quick AP thing, you know you can just do it. I can just put my phone down like I've just done, and there's an option within the game. First and foremost, you can double time the pace of the game, battle-wise, so it's quite good. And you can also get this. Put it on auto when you're playing it. So you don't have to do any of the moves. Look how fast it's going, okay? This isn't me like tapping anything to make it go faster. My hands are off the phone. And you've got 2 choices of automated. You've got 3 choices. Off, so you're manually doing it. I can't actually click it now because it's gone to the next part. Auto skill off, meaning they only ever use attack rather than their super attacks. And then auto skill on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly be very quick with this and turn it off so that I can get into it now. So guys, first and foremost, in your combat stance, you've got your main attack, so that's based on your attack stats. You've got all your stats here, and your weaknesses. So your weaknesses are blue, so the blue ones are what you're weak or susceptible to, and the red ones are what you're strong against. So if an earth person attacked me, they didn't do half damage. If fire did it, they'd have double damage. But specifically, the normal attack is not fire-based, okay? It is down and completely subjected to just your attack, Then you've got 2 different skills, your signature skill and your legacy skill. So the signature skill is at the bottom left, which I don't have enough AP for, which is 3, and that is my type, that is my grass one. What you can do is you can sacrifice lower level or stronger creatures to give you a much better legacy skill. Currently, Saber Leomon is the one I'm currently like sort of using as my preliminary one because I've got his luck up. Not to go into too much detail, but luck affects your drops after the game rolls through. And I've not really put any legacy skills into it, but as you can see, I've got quite up to 11 legacy, and he's got a +2 stat, as you might see below. So +2. Think of like prestiging in Call of Duty. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice 2 megas. The first mega has to have maximum friendship, and then the partner mega, I don't believe doesn't have to, at least I haven't had to do it. And then the resulting baby will inherit the base one, so not the partner one, but the base one that should all the friendship. So luck and legacy, not legacy skills, it adapts here to leadership skill, which this one doesn't have, which is a shame. I should really focus on leadership skill based one before evolving it, but I couldn't get that unfortunately. And then it transfers it down. The only thing that doesn't get carried over is resistance upgrade, which you can do, and resistance upgrade is great because it basically ups your resistance overall. So you're probably best waiting for your +4 awakened, which is what it's called, +1 is 1 awakened, 2, 3, 4 awakened, before you even contemplate doing resistance upgrade, which is what I'm doing. I'm not waiting, I'm not going to do it now, I'm going to wait. And I'm not going to do anything more with my Saber Leomon until I can get more Saber Leomons, which you can't at the moment because there is no Saber Leomon quests, which is why the whole planning is crucial, and I really do mean that, guys. Crucial. So what I've done is I've done the 2 attacks on those guys because they haven't got enough AP. As you can see below their health, which is an orange bar, they have AP, so that is the amount. You go up 1 AP per turn. You start off, I think, at 3 at the beginning of the mission, so it's always good to sort of save it up first. In co-op, it's an entirely different system, which we'll show you shortly when I do a co-op mission. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you this attack, which is Death Parade Blaster, which is an incredibly strong attack, and it looks awesome. Just look at him, just pull 2 guns out of his side and just fire away. Anyway, showing off now, it's such an in-depth game, but at the same time, it's so fun. Honestly, guys, I like when I'm going to bed, like to make sure I'm getting tired and stuff. I just stick things on repeat like these. So, bearing in mind, I can go on auto the whole time, which we're going to go click up here first and foremost. We're going to go with auto skill off to begin with, which is always good to get rid of the first couple of guys, so it builds up your AP and then you can just smash the rest of them easily. Especially with my Phoenixmon. The reason being, you can see he's got an AOE attack that will just wipe these guys out like a cinch. I'm trying to think of a way I can say that politely, like a piece of pea, really easily, very easily. And then I can just put my hands away and just talk to you guys while I talk about more about the game. So, at the moment, as I said before, when you know what's coming up next, the Imperial Draymon, you want to make sure you're building up the things in question. I'm making sure, whilst up to the 6th of November, there is currently a luck event going on, and during that luck event, you can get extra luck by sacrificing the same tribe, so lightning, or whatever they call it, fire, so on and so forth. To the same time. So Saber Leomon is Earth, and I've been sacrificing Earth ones to him. As it's double rate, I've been stupid and getting them all up to ultimate forms, so that's 1 off Mega, so the second best, if you will, and throwing them in there, but you don't actually need to. You can go for the 3rd best, and that'll actually suffice, because it's double rates, and Wish can go away. I forgot about that being activated. I really need to disable the notifications for that, because it's really annoying. It's unbelievably annoying, in fact, because you probably just have the as well. But yeah, so I know what's coming. It's the Imperial Draymon. I'm going to get my luck up, so when the event comes along, I get a better chance of getting the fragments. I will do as many of said events on solo, burning through all my energy. I won't worry at all about the fuel until I've got it all. Like before, I'll do it as much as I can, and then during, I don't care. The reason being I'm doing it during that I don't care is because I want to focus all of my energy and all of my time on getting those fragments, which is why the luck is very, very important. Because those fragments, as soon as that event's over, you're unlikely to see that Digimon again for a while. So you need, I think it's 7, might be wrong, 7 fragments for normal, 11 for +1, and I think it's 14 or 15 for +2, I can't remember top of my head. So basing on that, I've worked out I need about 80 fragments to be safe for a +4 Imperial Draymon. So the thing what I'll do is I'm going to be counting them off. I didn't know how I could find a way that I could constantly be monitoring them, but there is a way. I won't also be getting my my Ultra Force, the Imperial one, that dude. I won't be getting him until I'll just click repeat, easy peasy, no effort required apart from a couple of clicks. I'm not going to be sort of leveling him up till I finish the end of it, so I know what awakening I can get him to. Save me then going to Awakening 3 and think, oh, I can get to Awakening 4, and realising actually I don't have enough shards, so I'm stuck with a Mega, an Ultimate, which is level +4, which I can't get into a Mega just yet, which isn't technically, it's not bad, but it's not worth it in my books. So we'll go ahead and do that. A lot of you guys will also notice there's other things in the game called chips, which you'll come across when you see in co-op, because people use them. You can get chips. At the moment, the only chips you can get are health and I think speed or special defense. I can't remember what it is, but it's not very good. I want to build up on speed, yes, but I also want special attack ones and attack, because I like to know that I can be in there heavy here, because Saber Leomon does a fantastic diminishing attack that takes down a lot of someone's health, and my Phoenixmon can do some smashing AoE, which is absolutely necessary. I used to have an Omegamon, and this is before I understood how the game worked and sacrificed him to make a +1 thing. But at the end of the day, that +1 then became my Phoenixmon, which is better stats than the Omegamon was. But it doesn't have Transcendent Sword, which is absolutely incredible AoE, blazing fire damage, if you will. As you can see here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My basic ones, the level 1s are the ones on the left hand side with it looks like the eye closed, and the right hand side was the eye open. That was level 2. Level 1s are, trust me, harder to get. Level 2 you can get in any level of these, but level 1 is really, it's a pain, because you can get loads in one go, and you can get one in the next one, so on and so forth. So I just want to build up at least 400 to 500, which sounds like a lot, but in my water one I've already got over that amount. The reason being is because the last quest and the first quest on, or the set of quests that I used in the day, the normal quest to build up XP and friendship for my ones, is that, which by the way, going on to the normal quest for XP and friendship is very much new. People have been wondering what these friendships, what things. Trust me guys, you get to know these terms if you play the game, or if you continue to watch the series. I'm just going over a really brief dust up, and we'll do a bit of time fragmenting it into a bit more specialised ideals throughout the series, so please stay tuned. I'm loving this game, so the fact that I can actually record it and play it just just fantastic, because I play so much of this. If I recorded half of what I've captured already, we'll be on to like 50, 60 episodes already, so it's kind of crazy what I've missed out on. But what's coming up this year, we've got the November one, so we've had Halloween, that was alright, we got some good stuff. In fact, last month was fantastic because it's release month for the worldwide. Next month we've got Christmas, so I'm expecting hopefully some form of advent calendar day thing, but I'm not quite sure. But we've got the Imperial Draymon coming up, and I'm very excited about that. There's also a few more things on here, like mutants, which I've seen, but I don't know how you get them, and it's kind of cool. Anyhow, I think we've done enough of these to warrant that, so we're now going to co-op. And co-op you cannot do automated, but in co-op there is an option of speeding up depending on who hosts it. If you host it, you can do it. If not, you can't adjust the speed. I'm going to join. So the funny thing about this is, sometimes you'll find no parties, like I'm not currently finding any. If you click update on the right hand side and then get your left finger ready on the left hand side, because these parties, when they do appear, can disappear very quickly, as you can see. So you've got to be really, really quick. So you just click tapping with the right hand, thumb and left index finger, I guess. You're pressing as quickly as possible where you think it's going to appear. There we go. Oh, it's already full. Damn it. Right, okay. Sometimes you'll get them instantly, other times it will take absolutely forever. I think the longest I've gone is about 3 minutes, so I say forever, it's not, but it just feels like forever. You're like, oh, I've just been playing it, yeah, new one, great, done it straight away, new one, great, done it straight away, oh my god, 3 minutes. And it feels like it's dragging, but it's not, because as soon as you get into it, it's fun. Okay, people will argue you might get repetitive, but what game doesn't at the end of the day? And it's got such a variety in events that you can just grind and grind and grind, save up for the best one you know you want. And then when it comes through, you've got this one, you think, oh, I've got it now, what do I do now? There's a new one coming? Oh, I'm going to grind for that too, and it's just great. As I said before in my Jurassic World video that I announced that I was going to be doing this, there is in-game purchases. Whether you choose to do that or not is down to you. As there are no ads or any sort of way that this game can kind of support itself, it's kind of understandable that they're so highly priced. There is a welcome pack. I don't know if it is now active. I think it may have been just for the first month, but when you got that, it basically gave you 100 pieces and pick your own mega for, I think, £17. I bought it because why not? That was fantastic value for this game. Definitely want to support the developers for this, for bringing back my childhood. Another great thing is they do free things for a set amount of downloads. So they had, I think, 100 Digistones, or was it 200 Digistones? I can't remember. For the fact that they have had 1 million downloads last month, and then most recently they've had 1 million. I think that was 50 pieces or 100, depending on what the previous answer was. So overall, it's incredible. Like, they are so supporting towards their fans. All I would ask is they increase them, add loads more missions and loads more quests. So all the quests only give you level 1 and level 2 Digivolution fuel, regardless of what level you do them on. So as you can see right here, I'm with 2 other types. I'm going to only go for an attack. The reason being, as you can see on the left hand side, the AP is a built tank, so it's for everyone. Okay, so it's distributed however you pick. If you get down to 3 AP and the first person's a noob and decides to use it first and they've got no power, you can only use attack, so you're screwed. But based on what I just did, I went for an attack because I know Seraphimon has got a decent widespread AoE attack that attacks all 3 of them, and I believe is actually stronger against all 3 of them as well. So as you can see, strong, so it's double effective, super effective in Pokemon terms. So that's pretty cool. Off the bat, you can see we've got down the bottom 3 blue boxes and 0 gold boxes. The blue boxes are less common stuff, so no, more common stuff. So it's like on this occasion it will be Digivolution Fuel AP level 3, and then in the gold ones it will be level 4. And amongst other things, the level 3s can be, oh, there you go, we've got a level 4 one, which is always great. I'm always trying to get 1 to 2 per battle. Sometimes you'll get none for 2 battles running, other times you'll get like 2 in a row of 2s. It's great. Which is also why I've increased my luck on my Saber Leomon, because he's my first one now, he's my primary one. Sometimes you'll also get at the end of it luck bonus. And you can also see co-op bonus, which is why it's great to do co-op. Not just that, I just joined this co-op match and it cost me none of my stamina, and I still got what I would have got, a bit better than I would have got doing it myself. You can always host them, which is always good because you can control it, which I always do if I'm doing an event, which I'm going to use my own stamina anyway, and I'm not looking to use it to raise all of my XP or all of my friendships. I'm only using to lose it on the Saber Layer one, and I want some stuff. I always join host a co-op one because it's always better. And straight off the bat, rather than click and repeat and it sends you into single player mode or costs you stamina, which it doesn't, it gives you the option of joining recruitment because you did a co-op previously. So that's freaking fantastic. So we're going to join again. We'll do one more. Did I get onto that in time? Yes, I did. We'll end the video. Guys, I'll be setting up a playlist for this series and we're doing as much of this as possible. So if you are excited, please smash the like button. I do appreciate the support. Check out the playlist. When it's got more than one video in it, of course. If it's only got one in it, it might be weird to just, you know, click on a playlist that's got one video and just hear me repeat everything again and again and again. Which brings me back to the definition of insanity. Well, I say bringing me back, I never said it before. Kind of a rip-off from Far Cry. But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, okay? But what are the 3 steps of insanity? First one, talking to yourself, something I do on a regular basis, not just on YouTube. And the second step is arguing with yourself, something, once again, I do on a regular basis, not just out of YouTube. And the third step is losing the argument, which is kind of almost impossible, but once again, I do it here and off of YouTube. So that's thinking. Anyhow, this is the problem with co-op. Sometimes you get members' connection was lost. What actually causes this can be a plethora of different things. They've closed their phone down and so on and so forth. Also, if you get a battery prompt, like I get every now and then, it pops up, you click the smish, you're still in the game, you just wait 15 seconds for yourself to reconnect. You didn't see what I just did, but I just did finger quotes. And then the other problem is, if that happens during the setup, sometimes the setup doesn't finish, or the setup on its own doesn't finish because the owner's connection is awful. I've found that though this game has been released, well, there we go, owner's connection lost, enemy battle. We'll probably finish the video in a second anyway. But what I found that though it was released worldwide, I believe this game was actually available in either, I think it was Japan, it may have been Korea, prior to this, and it has been for some time. But though I don't know if those players have been carried over to these servers or not. If they have, that may have been a real bad idea. If not, they've been downloading it and playing this one rather than the other one is a really bad idea as well, because without something to prove, ping and latency, I ain't got a clue how it works. But I'm fairly certain if the server's like, oh, we brought it over to worldwide, they may have the server in Japan and I might be wrong, and my latency ping, whatever, I don't know, is crap. But I don't know, I just don't think it makes sense to me. But at the same time, I want it to be worldwide because I want to kick everyone's butt. That includes you, Japan, that includes you, Korea, and it definitely includes you, America. Not that I have anything against you guys, I just thought I'd list off those 3, especially America because most of my viewers come from there. Hi guys. I don't know how to do an American accent very well. The only way I know how to sort of try and put one on it is by doing its own constitution. That is not in the Constitution of the United States of America. That is awful. Oh my god, that has got worse. I can do some things. Apparently not American accents, or Australian, or Welsh. Yeah, not many things. Anyway guys, if you have enjoyed today's video and you are looking forward to this series, please smash the like button. I do appreciate all your support. Stay tuned for more Digimon Links. I can actually record as many of these as I want in one go. Probably not tonight. I'll probably get 1 or 2 more episodes done because it's going to be quite late and everyone's in bed, so I shouldn't be shouting. But it doesn't matter because I just hit my knee on the cupboard. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day and ta-ra!